Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the CE Tool Den. On today's episode, we have a Japanese tool haul. Very excited for this. It's been a while since I had a Japanese tool haul. So we got our very first Tsunoda pliers for the first time ever. We have Tsunoda in the shop, and we're very happy with these purchases. And we bought more Vessel stuff because we love Vessel. Vessel is still my favorite brand of screwdrivers of all time. We got some bit holders, some Vessel bits, 3 packages of Vessel bits. These Vessel screwdrivers, which I've been slacking and not getting these. I should have gotten these a long time ago to complete my set. And then we got my favorite purchase buys from this whole haul is the Purple Galaxy Impact screw extraction screwdriver, and we got the Blue Galaxy version of the same thing. So we got the blue and the purple, and then we have the gray original one. Actually, not the gray original, the clear one of these. But I've been wanting these colors for a long time, so we got them in the shop, and we'll talk about them. All right, let's start off with the Tsunoda pliers, guys. The funny thing is, I bought these the day before Doc from Doc's Last Best Tools. He did his video on it recently, and I actually bought it the day before, and it was like a coincidence that he did the video like right after I bought these, and I'm like excited I bought them because after I watching his videos, he praises the Tsunoda, and I've been talking to my friends on my tool discords and stuff like that. That I'm a part of that I joined those discords. So some of my friends in the tool community that they invited me, and like it's really awesome, guys. So they're encouraging me to get the Tsunoda pliers, and you know what? I don't regret it. They're really, really fantastic. You know what? And I've had a good experience with the engineer stuff. The engineer is basically a like I've always wanted a Japanese pliers to get, to add to my collection. And, I started with the engineer stuff. They make such a good plier, and I'm so impressed with it that, I said, it's time to up the game and get more other brands that are really good. I still got to get some Fukujimas. I got to get more Tsunodas. These Tsunodas are just, the quality is fantastic. So I wanted to get these to start with because of the low clearance flat style head, the small slim jaws, and these have 3 positions on each one of these pliers. They're basically the same plier. It just this one's got the bent, so you can get into access into a place where you need that angle, and then you have the flat straight version, and if you need that, just to access that. They got no comfort grips. It's just a metal handle with this either like some kind of coating on it. I don't even know what it is. If you guys can translate this, there you go. It's got cutting capacity. I can't really translate any of this, so just for you guys to be aware. So let's actually check out the cutting capacity of these things. So let's try it out on these copper wire. Dude, that's effortless. Let's try this again on this one. Very nice. All right, let's put these to the test, like right here. So you can grab them from here or from the flats, depending on the position you put it in. There it is. So you get a good grip. Yeah, I'm getting a good grip with that. And let's try the angled ones. So first of all, we'll do it in the first position. You see the teeth on that. They're kind of at an angle. So this is definitely... See the teeth on the angled head? They're angled, and so that's going to mean it's going to do a good job of grabbing. This one's got a slight angle-ish to it, but it's more straight. But on this bolt, it grabs good because in the orientation it's at, and then you can grab from this area. So it's got some good grab on that. Now let's put it in the middle, and you're definitely getting a good grab, especially like if you need an angle. This is absolutely perfect. Let me see what this feels like with. Oh yeah, it's too big, but There you go. Three positions on these slip joints. Tsunoda for the win. I gotta say, these are nice. The machining on this is just like almost flawless, just like the engineers. I love those engineers, guys. You guys got to get those. I did videos on the engineer stuff, and just phenomenal. All right, here is something else that was recommended. They have these in different sizes. I got the 6-inch version because I think for my needs, I didn't want the 5-inch version. So these are like a flush trim cut, and we're going to show you what this does. So from here, from this area, let me get a little pick so I can point out to you guys. All right, so there's a gap right there from there, but from there all the way to the head, it's closed. So it's meant to do that. So I'll tell you why. It's got that little gap and why it'll cut up here. So that's your cutting area. This right here, it's got serrations in there, and those are teeth to grab a zip tie. So this is like basically for zip ties, or maybe even some soft wire. I don't know, because I can't understand what this says. It says cutting capacity. I mean, it shows wire there. It's basically for soft wire, guys. So just be on the mindset. This is not a diagonal cutter. So this is not meant to be doing like anything heavy gauged. So just be mindful of that. And then there's your Tsunoda branding and your model number. KBN 150s, made in Japan. So this is the pull. These serrations are to pull the zip tie and to tighten it around the object that you're putting the zip tie. So we're going to test it out with this little piece of wood here. I'm going to just put it right on it. So there it is. Right there. So we're going to put the serrations right there. And you can tighten it good. There you go. And then with the upper area, you can cut it flush trim. Oh, I got left a little bit extra. There you go. There we go. So it did a good job. So this is my regular flush trim cutters that I use the most right here. These Klein ones. And for comparison size, I bought the 6-inch because I feel like if you're pulling on something like this, doesn't have a puller, so I think this size of flush trim cutters is perfect. But when you're using this as a plier to kind of like do some kind of twisting or whatever, if it's with this or with some soft wire, I think it's beneficial to have the longer one. So they had the longer one, and I ended up buying this, and I really like it, and it cuts very good. Like, it's effortless, guys, effortless. Look at that. You cannot beat that. This is fantastic. So in that respect, Tsunoda is doing a fantastic job with the pliers. I still have to get more pliers from them. There's a lot of things I want to get. So that's that. We bought these at this store that's not too far from my work, and because I was looking at because I see a lot. I'm jealous of a lot of people that live in states that have really good tool stores, and over here in the Northeast, we really don't. We just have your basics. We don't really have, other than like the main big stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, and all that. I mean, we have some supply houses too, but there really isn't like a dedicated tool store like mom and pop shops like they do, like say in Texas and Kentucky, Kansas City, you know, all those Midwest states. They have a lot of good independent tool stores. You know what I mean? I mean, we have Tractor Supply and stuff like that, but it's like, it's not the same, you know? I really am kind of lacking in this state because they're horrible. Made in Japan. This is for Vessel Tools USA, made in Japan. So I bought these. They were on sale, actually, at that store that I bought, unbeknownst to me. And when I bought them, I was like, oh, why did my bill come out cheaper? And they go, it's on sale. So this uses a ring detent right there, and it's magnetic. So now we have a full 12-inch bit holder and a 6-inch. And it's made to go with these bits. These are the ones that are made for Vessel USA with these torsion balls. These are really good bits. I use these with my ratcheting vessel with the extended shaft there. Very good. It's got the good ring detention and the magnet. Now here's a question. Does it pass the magnetism on the screw? Well, I don't know if the bits are magnetic by themselves. I don't remember because I use all bits. Yeah, the bits are magnetic already. So, but it's not going to pass the magnetism because it already is magnetic. All right, because I'm used to using my other bits, my Kleins. I don't really use these bits as much as I should. I should because these are fantastic. This is a JIS bit right there. And look, really nice. I love the quality of these bits. Vessel really does outstanding work with the with what they offer. They're just a fantastic brand company, and they also do the torsion ball here. So these are definitely impact rated. This is impact rated bit holders. I'm excited for this because I've been wanting this for a while, and I just never pulled the trigger on it because I just keep forgetting about. This is another thing I kept forgetting about. So I pulled the trigger on that. This is the other one I wanted to get. These two right here. So this is a number 2 JIS by 150 millimeters, and this is a number 3 JIS. Not a Phillips, but a 3 JIS, which is kind of like a 3 Phillips and like a 2 Phillips, 150 millimeters. And these have that ceramic ball. So if you're using this, and they have a full tank through with the ceramic ball in the middle, so you can actually use this and not get shock value, if you know what I mean. So they're not conductive. These are like a non-conductive screwdriver. They're not like they're kind of like an insulated screwdriver, but, and by the way, they're magnetic too. I wish I could understand what they're writing over here, but it's basically kind of like an insulated screwdriver, but not really, but kind of. So these little white balls in there, those are ceramic. And I already had the flathead, but I need to buy the other smaller version of this because they have, this is a number 6, I think, I believe. Oh, this is a number 8. So this is like an 8 millimeter slotted. And this kind of completes the set, even though I'm still missing some. But at least I have now the JS Phillips and then the slotted version to kind of like offset. And you can use these as a beater in a place that maybe in an area that you kind of need, you're working around electrical work or whatever, and you can hammer it with this and not worry about getting zapped because you have the ceramic ball that kind of like separates the shaft here. And by the way, that's beautiful steel there from the top of the head into the handle. So you got some form of protection. It's not a full 100% type of thing, but it is what it is there. It's not, yeah, and made magnetic CRV hardened. So I mean, these are fantastic, and at least I have like at least this setup ready to go. Really liking that. And guys, these are like awesome bits. So as we go along with these over here, this is a really nice bit. This is a 3.5-inch bit. They're good for a lot of those shorthand, like the handles, the screwdriver handles, multi-bit drivers that have the shorter bit holder, or the kind of like this. So you see how these are short? Like this type of bit holder, like the Weha Central Fix or a ball grip like this. This is a perfect balance screwdriver and screwdriver bits. So these are all GIS. So you have your square 1, 2, 3 on this one, and then you have your JS number 2 and number 3. We bought this one too. This one has a number 2 JS square 2, a T20, T25, and a slotted 6. And this one has a JS 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And they have a 62 on the hard rock scale. So they're pretty good. And these are made in Japan, but they're made for the U.S. market. and they have that ball torsion zone, and they're really nice. Impact rated. There it is. So I bought these 3 because there's some differences. I already had some of these, but I wanted to get like a set that I can just make by itself. But the only thing that kind of sucks is you can't get more. They don't sell more of this size of Torx. I wish they would, but they don't. At least you have the Phillips JS. You got the slotted. That's enough. And you have the squares. So that kind of helps out round off this set. But this isn't going to be like a full complete set because it's very limited. I think they might have hex bits, but I'm not really sure. But at least they have this. All right, now to the main event. This is the impact rated for screw extraction screwdrivers. Here's the Galaxy. Right there. There's a spring mechanism in there. So basically, when you hit this rotates, I think, like 12 degrees at a time. And the teeth on this, it's kind of like a snap-on ACR bit. There you go. And then here is the purple one. I've been waiting for these. Like, I really wanted these. I know Cornwell Truck has these style. It's beautiful, guys. Really beautiful. They're both the same. They feel so good in the hand. And then this is the other aspect of it. So if you don't want to use this bit, which is the same size or about the same size as that, you can use this. And see how balanced that looks? This is why I say these longer bits, 3.5, 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches is really good for balance on a screwdriver like this. So let's try to put this one on. All right, we're only going to try one out. We're going to show you guys the bit holding prowess of holding this. I mean, it's a ball grip. And it does do a good job of grabbing, but it's basically for screw extracting. That's why it has that tang through. So let's tighten this up just a little bit. And then we're going to put a hammer to it. And we're going to loosen it that way. I don't know if it's going to show on the camera it rotating, but we're right here. And it really bites into the screw. All right, let's see it rotate. I can see it, but it's, like I said, 12 degrees, so it's very minimal. See, right now it's super grippy. Oops, I dropped it. But it's digging in as you're pushing it down. And it's rotating with each hammer strike, but it's only going like 12 degrees. But right now it's got it really nice. Got a really nice hold on it. And you can see the screw. Got the wear marks from the hitting. Let's try one of these insulator ones and see how they work on this. Gotta love this. Ball grip screwdrivers. Best in the world, guys. Best in the world for a design. Any ball grip screwdriver that's made with quality, like Vessel, the Kleins, the Annex. I mean, they're fantastic, guys. Beautiful, beautiful designs. The grip is fantastic on these. I love the Vessel brand. So, very good. I can't complain, can't say anything bad about these. They're fantastic, and they do what they're supposed to do. So all I gotta say now is, I definitely recommend these. I highly recommend these screwdrivers. the bits. They're all really good bits. And the Tsunoda pliers. I mean, these can actually get you out of a pickle. You know what I mean, with their design. Especially if you're in a low clearance area, or like at an angle or straight. Perfect. I mean, how good can that get? You know what I mean? It doesn't get any better than that. So I gotta say, this is a fantastic Japanese saw. I'm so excited to add this to the collection, guys. This is really good. The Tsunoda, I mean, it's nice. This is really nice. Look at that. I love that. It's ready to go. Not stiff. Ready to be used. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. As always, have yourselves a good day, good night. Hype the videos if you can. And we're going to samurai our way out of here to Japan, because the CE Tool Den is out, guys. Later.